to me so I can see if we can get you back on track.
Yes, ma'am.
And I don't know if you should still be on deferred adjudication.
One thing I would bring out, Your Honor, on his behalf is his family support. I've spoken to his mother on many occasions. She tried to be here. I was on trial last week, and I think she came down. I had to reset it, but she did give me the letters, and I've spoken to her, and I've spoken to other family members. I understand why he went to Bryan College Station in a sense, because that's where his family is. Now, yes, he definitely broke the rules, and he shouldn't have done it the way he did, but I think that's the reason why he went there.
Pause right here. This case might sound simple on the surface. Someone skipped probation and missed a court hearing. But legally, that's a huge deal. In Texas, violating probation on a burglary of habitation case can mean the judge revokes probation entirely and sends the defendant straight to prison for up to 20 years. So the real question becomes, is this a man who made a mistake or someone the court can no longer trust?
All right, court is calling 2019 CR 4354, State of Texas versus Joe Blakey. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Is that done for the state, Your Honor?
Defense?
Brian Kimbrough for Mr. Blakey.
Are you Joe Blakey?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Joe Blakey who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2019 CR 4354 for the offense of burglary of a habitation force on June 6, 2019 for a period of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Your Honor, violated condition number 5 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, Joe Blakey, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed.
Excuse me, we're on the record.
Notice what just happened. The defendant pleaded true to the violation. In probation hearings, that's essentially the equivalent of saying, yes, I did break the rule. And once that happens, the judge no longer has to prove anything. The only decision left is punishment. Does the judge revoke probation and send him to prison, or give him another chance?
You may continue.
As directed for a compliance hearing on December 6, 2022, in violation of condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
The state waives and abandons the other conditions.
Any objections?
No objection.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5 that the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is not, Your Honor.
All right. Defense, what are you requesting?
Well, Your Honor, we're requesting that you continue Mr. Blakey on probation with whatever conditions the court believes are necessary. While he was on probation, he did, until the end of 2022, I believe, report, completed parenting classes, paid over $1,500 in his fees and fines. And while he did have some violations on his, he did do his drug testing, he was using marijuana.
Now the defense attorney is doing what defense attorneys do best, building a redemption story. Parenting classes, payments toward fines, running a business, church involvement. All of this is designed to send a message to the judge. This man isn't a lost cause. Because in probation hearings, judges often weigh one thing above all else, potential for rehabilitation.
So he did have violations for marijuana. In 2022, he moved to Bryan College Station, where his mother lives, and he lived there with her and did not report. Now,
Did he have permission to move there?
no, he didn't.
Okay.
I'll let him explain a little more about that, Your Honor.
Okay.
But I do have some letters on his behalf from his family that I've shown the district attorney that I'd like to present to the court.
Any objection to the court reviewing that?
No, Your Honor.
Let me review this.
Yeah, give me a moment.
Yes.
In addition, Your Honor, he tells me that while he was on probation, he was the operator of a business that he ran called Love of the Land, which was a landscaping and building company, which he hopes to continue to do in the future. And he's an active member of the Mount Olive Missionary Baptist Church.
Mount
And-
Olive located in,
Bryan College Station.
okay.
However, you were actively a member of an earlier church.
Do you want to call him as a
I will
witness?
call him as a witness.
All right, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Joe Blake.
All right, you're going to need to keep your voice up so that the court reporter can hear and so that I can hear.
Joe Blakey.
All right, defense.
Thank you. And were you a active member of the church earlier?
Yes, yes, sir. I was going to Second Baptist.
Was that here in San Antonio?
Yes, sir.
Now, as I've stated, you did go to Bryan College Station. Right?
Yes, sir.
Could you talk to the court a little bit about that and what you did when you got to Bryan College Station? Your reason for going there?
Well, the reason why I left is I felt like I was wrongly convicted of an assault case that I didn't even do, and I was still dealing with the
All right, we're here for a burglar by habitation.
Yes, well, yes, ma'am. It's because you ran a concurrent with my probation.
And is that a misdemeanor? And I'm just trying to get the record clear. I'm sorry to interrupt, but that assault, is that a misdemeanor assault?
It is. It was a misdemeanor in County Court 13
Yes, ma'am.
that I believe the plea was taken after he was placed on probation. I wasn't involved in it.
All right, so I have absolutely nothing to do with that case.
Yes, ma'am.
So the fact that you think you were wrongly convicted of that case, that really doesn't have any weight here because I have absolutely nothing to do with that case. I don't even know any of the facts of that case. So let's stick with
Okay.
this case.
Yes, ma'am.
Before we go there, could you tell the court what you accomplished and how you felt during the period of time that you were in San Antonio on probation?
Well, when you gave me the 4 years, I told you about my business. I continue doing what you told me to.
Sure.
And I've been doing that.
Watch this moment carefully. When the judge stops the testimony to explain how the court reporter works, it might seem small, but it reveals something important. Courtrooms run on precision and control. If a defendant talks over people or can't follow instructions, judges sometimes read that as a sign the person may struggle with probation compliance too.
I had left to Bryan because my mom was getting sick and I was not really having too much.
Okay, so you're whispering, she can't hear.
Me and my cousin he was getting money hungry with the business, so I had to stop working with him. I moved on to do the business by myself. I went to Bryan to help my mom out and to just to be better, just to get better.
Okay.
And while you were there, did you live with your mother?
I stayed with my mom.
Okay.
I still work. I got business. I got a job to do when I get out, if I do ever get out.
If you were to stay on probation,
I don't have no problem being on probation.
right? My question is, if you were to stay on probation,
Yes, sir.
would you want to live in Bryan
Yes,
College
sir.
Station?
Yes,
or-
sir.
Excuse me, stop. So
Yes, ma'am.
here's the thing.
Yes, ma'am.
The court reporter has to take down everything that everyone is saying.
Yes, ma'am.
I want you to internalize what I'm saying right now.
Yes, ma'am.
She has to take down everything that everyone is saying.
Yes, ma'am.
So you need to wait until the question is finished being asked,
Yes, ma'am.
even give it a little pause, and then answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Because when she does her record, and I'm able to view it, when she does her record and your attorney speaks, guess what? She has to put his name down and then say what he said. And then when he finishes, guess what? She has to put your name down and say what you said. So everybody who is on her record is identified by their name. Just think about it for a minute. Judge, and what I'm saying right now, she's typing it in. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you all continue to talk over each other, guess what? She's not going to be able to get it down. I'm not going to be able to concentrate and internalize what you're saying because you all are talking over each other. All right?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry, Judge.
Defense.
So, Joe, I want you to tell the judge why you believe that you could succeed on probation if you were given another chance. This is your opportunity.
because
Drew was
because I didn't have I was doing good on probation at first for the first 2 years. I don't have no problem being on probation. I don't smoke weed no more. I stopped smoking in 2022. All I do is work. Go to church every Sunday. Don't do nothing.
Here's where the story gets complicated. The defendant claims he stopped reporting because he was dealing with depression, family conflict, and issues with the mother of his children. And this is where judges have to make one of the hardest calls in the justice system. Is this an explanation or an excuse?
Now, you know you made a mistake going to Bryan College Station.
Yes, sir.
You know you should have talked to your probation and gotten permission.
Yes, sir.
You could have gotten permission,
Yes, sir.
I assume. But while you were there, you were always under the supervision of your mother. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you were not using drugs. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you were working. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you believe you could succeed on probation if given an opportunity.
Yes, sir.
And you have lots of family support in Bryan College Station.
Yes, sir.
Pass the way.
You had mentioned your wrongful conviction in a County Court 13 case. That was in Bear County, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you were initially granted deferred adjudication, correct?
Yes, sir.
And then you had an MTR, so that was revoked, correct?
Yes, sir.
So in the past, you've shown that you are, when been on probation, you've had it revoked and then adjudicated guilt, correct?
Yes, sir.
No further questions.
All right. So why didn't you tell probation that you needed to go to Bryan College for your mom?
I had stopped reporting before I even left.
Why? Why did you stop reporting?
Well, because of the burglary habitation, I was going through depression mode because I was still dealing with the victim. She wouldn't leave me alone. Just holding my kids over me, telling my kids I don't love them, and I was just trying to be for my kids. That's it.
But how are you there for your children if you leave Bear County? Where were your children? Are they in Bear County?
No, ma'am. They with their mom.
And where is that?
They in Houston.
All right. So I don't understand how going to Bryan.
I had to leave the situation. I was trying to get away from her, but she wouldn't let me leave. And I went in a court order saying I couldn't be around her. When I was on house arrest in 2020, she was still coming over to my house, bothering me when I was on house arrest. We had a court order. She would not leave me alone. Just holding my kids over my head, telling my kids I don't love them, I don't want to be around them. And it's not true. My kids don't even want to live with their mom. They want to live with me. And that's a whole nother situation.
Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah, just to be clear, so you felt that if you stayed here because she was coming over your place where you were living, you were going to violate the protective order, or
Exactly.
violate a condition.
I was violated with her. But I violated with her coming around me. Period. I wasn't supposed to be around her, and she wasn't listening.
But you decided to move, but you still didn't let probation know.
Yes, sir.
That was a mistake.
Yes, sir.
Any further questions?
No, for that.
Probation.
Yes, Judge.
What are your thoughts on this case?
Judge, the recommendation for a patient.
All right. What has he done?
Your Honor, as the defense counsel notated, he completed his parenting class. Has made a payment total of $1,583 for his assessed fees of $3,193. And Your Honor, that's basically.
This question from the judge is incredibly telling. Do you want to go to prison? It might sound rhetorical, but it's actually a reality check. In probation cases, every decision, missing a meeting, moving without permission, ignoring a court date, signals to the court whether someone is serious about staying free. And right now, the judge is deciding whether this man deserves another chance or a prison sentence.
He last reported to probation 11/19 of 2021. I would have to notate, you gave him a couple of chances to come to a compliance hearing and he did not show. Any efforts to get him back into compliance and to find him were exhausted and we couldn't locate him. He was charged with a new assault family second, which is pending, and it's not on the MTR. This case terminated or was subject to term on June the 5th of 2023.
All right. And I'm not going to consider it because it's not on the MTR, but just for the court's knowledge, the assault second, is that allegation in here in Bexar County or somewhere else?
It's here, Your Honor.
Okay.
It's in this court.
Okay.
I said something.
No,
No.
saying.
No, I just wanted to know. I'm not going to even take that into consideration. The only thing I'm here for is you didn't show up for a compliance hearing. And you're not showing up for a compliance hearing is from December 6th, 2022. So have you been to prison before?
No, ma'am.
Do you want to go to prison?
No, ma'am.
Then why are you doing things that are telling the court that you want to go to prison? Not showing up since 2022 is telling me you want to go to prison.